Mbadingolu nata la kota kede ni siso habat sauda ni mine nata iko wolo miracle honey ni miracle honey aka mine jara hada madingo jato kon iko dabaro mi yalon ko adenta domoro fanna la karola kata kono kono dabaro mi yalon ko hanning atar ya domole kabrin sanji mon ko manto hanning atar kunun no yadomo abe tora kan mbadingo ni miracle honey ta ya domo yake jikando kono ya mi miniti tan saba ngawole dila ni miracle honey bala do ko gel ya be fo no fa be senia amanda wala de iko mol min fana yalon ko ikono ka yiti imalo minke kono yitini ni miracle honey ta ya min anyanta kala nyame ini kono yito talata kabrin dunya fa algiya amanda o fana ned mol min fana yalon ko gaso be kono miracle honey ta yamta yami ini gaso ka talawol han ka be amanda nyina ngo mina fana mbije iko kengo tubabol ka fa mina ko fat kengo du nasiya da hadama dun kono mobe yalal mantoro min ni lafta isita yete la bitiki bunda mum bodo munto chokistan ngo e bali banjulle de basela hani senegal siso khabat sauda ay dula sota je mali Guinea Bissau Mauritanie Ivory Coast amanda nyindula la hani France wala sulate ni siso khabat sauda yal bulo du nyola nomba min ko mandila afelandi 9954 919 6954 919 7954 919 3954 919 4399 462
Muna nyato tati kawuli luolo foke itaro ko salon bang foko kole alta kilon ka tambila bang foka sube yalon purka hammol timmandi bang imetan tol jelala ko mol milyalon ko manta kese bola jabato ndu wato watim fanan sai tandila ko tonya te okumoto njube ban sai nkatile fo santo nung hanna tara mamputa dandula fang isalom be silole kam Gambia dinkendol min yalon kay paretale ka doko ke ka falinga ke molla satar nyala estilom brikama boyo the Gambian dream kana dream soul pille with global property innovative property solution.
Are you in France wondering how to send your goods to the Gambia? No worry no more. Juara is here to help you send your materials to the Gambia in a very fast, safe and reliable. Juara send all kind of cars in his container, motorbikes, refrigerators, gas cookers, washing machines, carpets, mattresses, furnitures and many more. Juara and his team also deliver it to doorsteps in the Gambia from Combos to the village. Contact Juara on +33 61690 3167 or +33 6762 92380. Hello wonderful viewers, wonderful subscribers. This is Active TV again for another fast and a quick update. Mbadingolu mbalbe templa mbalbe jeyla mbalbe bismillah la kotake Active TV pour kana kibaro bonda nan kote kam yalon ka kabo Gambia banko kan andung abedending. Marisok lala Marisok musumi yalon ko ay patiolo Gambia banko kan pour ka dabula 2021 carte form yalon ka tambita Gambia banko kan. The lady who also took part in the 2021 presidential election also shared his opinion on the Bob Keita issue. Mbadi ngulu musende mo yalon ko Gambia banko afane mansa nyini nje ay patiolo ka fomi yako Alliance Social Democrat Revolution of Change Marisok atrefana keta motimi yalon ko adiam ta Bob Keita kola Marisok yaje ko nyantele ngayin ko samba hakilola akobari tonya nin kiti o teta anyanta tela wato mun sanji fula komanto ako tombi binta futala bimbe damen walam ite senap mbay mutala andum fanang dindeo nyinte fala e kafamu yoko baby Mohammed Marisok atela la miro fo nyunkoto mbala diamo plela albe commentali afonya ale mone mira nyunkoto bedwala alma ale Cairo sabatindi Gambia banko kan Gambia dingol be dawde nin dunia ko bedwala alma ale Cairo di ber. This is Active TV update.
Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. Okay, let's see here. Let me set up. Just give me a moment. Let me set up here. Somehow when I'm going live, the staff decides to go and sit and watch instead of helping me out. So I end up having to do all the setting up myself. I'm getting used to this attitude in the Gambia. But anyway, good afternoon everyone. As you all see, the topic today is basically about the burning issues here in the Gambia. And as a politician, you know, I'm not just coming here as a politician, I'm coming here as an individual, I'm coming here as a citizen, I'm coming here as a mother, as a sister, and also as a concerned parent. So just give me a moment, let me set up. I hope you guys can hear me loud and clear, and I hope it's is bright enough. I've been under the weather. Since I came back from Senegal, I went to an inauguration of a mosque, which alhamdulillah, I am so grateful to be honored for such a very, very great event. It was educative, it was well. I prayed for the Gambia, I prayed for the Gambia, the people of the Gambia, and I prayed for current issues that are happening in the Gambia. As Gambians, we need to find some kind of healing and some kind of ways to move forward in order for our country to move. We are a very close-knit people, very close-knit family, and we need to be able to separate certain things from our lives and social media. And the topic today is basically on Bob Keita, you know, and the young lady involved, and the baby boy that has passed away, and you know, the children that are with the families, and how, as a nation, we need to try to safeguard those kids. So just give me one moment, let me set up here, and I'll be with you momentarily. Okay. All right. So, as I've been following everything that has been happening as far as Bob Keita is concerned, I have not been quiet. I have been disturbed. On top of that, like I said before, I have been under the weather. You know, I'm going to speak both English and Wolof. They're my favorite. And it's sad, you know, following what has been happening. Yes, we all want justice served. We think that Bob has been in jail for too long. Our system is not working for the citizens. System bi doxut te loolu mooy reality bi, because su fekkee ne Bob is accused, dañ ko accused of rape 2 years ago, which is, as it is said, an unbailable offense. Man foog naa ne waroon nañoo try li ñoo def right now, DNA test and all this should have been done then. because doo mun a tëj nit ñaari at just because the populace is now out, everybody's talking, everybody's out, everybody's angry. Action, ñu door a jël action. We don't have to wait for that. The reason we have faith in the judiciary system is the reason why we waited, is the reason why we all sat and waited. But 2 years is too long. I am not here to say if Bob is guilty or innocent. I was not there. I was not in the bedroom or wherever it is that it's allegedly taking place. What I am trying to say is, at the end of the day, we have to blame the system. Our system is at fault. Dëkk bi moo nekk fault. This is not like any other case. This is somebody's life. And because the system is the way it is, moo tax tey li war a xew yépp di xew. Let me give you an example. Let's say, for example, this was already tried, done and dusted. We would now know the fate of Bob, whether he's innocent or guilty, 2 years ago. Then guess what? The young lady, Zainabu, will not have the opportunity of be paroling all the way up and down in the social media. Baby Mohammed would have still been alive. The young lady that is involved in the rape would have had justice or would have been tried. But because things have been delayed for 2 years, now it's creating other things in our society. It has amounted to a baby losing its life. It has amounted for the young lady being so popular on Facebook, responding, people insulting her. It has amounted to everyone's nerves coming on edge. So yes, I blame the system. Because if the system worked, we would not be where we are today. Baby Mohammed would be alive. Because that child would have been protected. Child services would have protected that child. That child will not be a subject of what the parents are going through today. See, when we delay justice and we delay all these things, then there are other elements. Because I just sat in my, I was in my sick bed all these days. And I was like, oh, I hope I don't have COVID, or I hope, I need to get up. I can't afford to be sick. But as I lay there watching everything, and I'm like, wait a minute. Bob, suñ ko try on time, mi ngi ko waroon a try. Li yëpp du doon am. Li yëpp du doon am. Salam, my dear sister, say salam, everybody. Good afternoon, everyone. Soo gisee tey lii yëpp am wax bi bari Zainabu génna si TikTok bi di def lu ko neex di wax lu ko neex because justice was delayed. So gisee tey Baby Mohamed, for me Baby Mohamed is the sacrificial lamb si lii yépp because justice was delayed. Justice was delayed how many times? How many times can you adjourn a case? This is why I said it is our system. We can sit here and point fingers all day. I keep telling you that until we have a proper system change, our whole system needs revamping. Our whole system needs fixing. Every corner of the Gambia system. Because there's lapses everywhere. We can sit here and blame the police. We can sit here and blame the lawyer, the judge. We can sit here and blame the lady. We can sit here and do all this blaming. At the end of the day, a country without proper laws, functioning system cannot go. Dëkk bu amul loi, dëkk bu amul système boo xam ne nit ñi mun nañoo jaar ci système boobu. Du dem. Today, all we have is victims. Bob is a victim. Zainabu is a victim. Mama, the raped girl, people seem to forget about her, is a victim. The baby, Mama, is the biggest victim. If the system was working just like every other normal country, democratic system, George would have been tried. Now we would not be talking. Bob would have been tried. We would know if he was innocent and guilty. We would have moved on 2 years ago. Even let's say 1 year ago, 1.5 years ago, we would have all moved on, guilty or not guilty. If he was innocent or found innocent, he'll still continue his business. The young lady involved will know she lied. Baby Mohamed will still be alive because I'm sure Bob will cater for that child regardless, or someone will cater for the child, or child services will cater for the child. But the whole Gambia system relies on excuses. You go to court, judge is not here today. Lawyer be new, judge be new. Judge be for favor. But the judge is not sitting today. All excuses. Gambia is so full of excuses. My little business that I have, the excuses I have here every day. It was drizzling, that's why I cannot come to work. I'm from Chicago, where we have 18 inches of snow and you have to go to work, even if you're the boss, because your staff look up to you. But here, let it drizzle, nothing works. Traffic jam, nothing happens. Oh, guess what? The court is on holiday now. It's summer break. So Bob is gonna wait till October again. how long are we going to continue like this as a nation? A country where when you take someone to court or when you have a case, it's almost you give up. Well, in this case, people can't give up because there's a life. A young man, promising man, youth of the Gambia, that is languishing in jail because it's an unbailable offense. Then it leaves a question. Was there another motive behind it? That this guy was kept behind bars for 2 years? Is it really the accusation of rape, or is there more to it than Heli Don Tilim? Lan mo ci rax. Now when the pressure is on, when the people are all talking, using social media as the power tool, oh, now evidence are tampered with. That is leaving the baby in a car for 4 hours to suffocate to death and then die. It's a very sad case in Gambia. It makes everyone scared. Men are scared. Women are scared. Where are we heading to? As a nation, as people, where are we going? Yes, the citizens are upset. And when you're upset, you come live and you get carried away and you can say everything you want to say. You can insult, because you feel you're on your own right because you are mad. My brothers and sisters in the diaspora, they feel they're there, their hands are tied, so they're mad. We that are here, how do you think we feel? But we have hope and we say, oh, let's let the court go through their process. But as we watch the court going through its process and we see excuses and judges not coming to court, or cases are adjourned and adjourned, then you begin to feel uncomfortable. Then you begin to feel something is not right. We feel that this is justice delayed, and there's a saying, justice delayed is justice denied. And as much as we want to have justice for Bob, we also want to make sure that it is fair. When we say fair, that the DNA results are properly done, because it is in everyone's interest to make sure that, Bob gets a fair trial. This trial here will dictate a lot in our society. It will, regardless of however way it goes, if he's guilty, this will help a lot of young women that are being raped to come forward. If he's innocent, this also will help the society, the young women that are out there allegedly accusing men of rape when it is not true. So it's two sides, and this is one of the reasons it is very important that we have justice for Bob, because there's two sides here. Is he innocent or is he guilty? And when you delay the process, when you take 2 years delaying the process, then it becomes, it creates a toxic situation in the sense that now everybody's out there, ñepa jóg, ñepa taxaw, because they feel that 2 years dafa yaga. Then the fact that the ex-wife was not helping the situation by being out there on social media and just making fun out of the whole thing, all this played, the system played a big part in that, in the sense that they delayed justice. Now, delaying justice also took a life. Delaying justice took a life. The baby involved, the victim died. And that is really, I blame the system for that. Because like I said earlier, let's take for example, nañ ne case bi 2 years ago, chegoon nañ, defoon nañ seen DNA test the way they're supposed to do, all in due process, because I understand that the police, it was part of their recommendation to do the DNA test at the time. Imagine defoon nañ loolu yëpp at that time. Ndikoon tey baby Mohammed is alive. Ndikoon tey duñ am opportunity pour jàngat bi di feeca social media. Ni moo feeca social media, if Bob was innocent, the same way Bob too would be living his life and dancing in social media. The same way if Bob is guilty, then hey, then she has every right to be doing whatever she wants. But because everything was delayed so much, so that a lot of other things happened. The social media came up, people got up, a baby lost its life. The lady involved, Mama, nobody talks about her. Nobody talks about her. Whether it's true or not, whether she was raped or not, she's a victim. She's a victim right now because people don't know what is happening. People don't know if she's guilty or innocent, but the pressure on her right now, the pressure the society is putting on her, how is she feeling? The family. And don't forget that there are 2 children involved, and these are their parents. Who is protecting them? So before we go there, let's talk about our system. Our system as we see it sucks. I'm sorry. We all wanted to sit back, fold our hands, let the court take its process, let the judiciary do what they do best. But 2 years with over 30-something adjournments is 2 years too long. It's 2 years too long where lives are being lost. It's 2 years too long where lives are destroyed. It's 2 years too long. It has to take the public to get up for action to be done. All this action we see these days should have been done 2 years ago. If justice was served 2 years ago or even 1 year ago, we would not be where we are today as a society. The people will not get up. The people will not be going to the court. Things would have changed and the baby would have been alive. All we want is justice. Nobody's saying here that, oh, Bob is an angel. All we are saying is we want justice. If he's innocent, let him go. If this was 2 years ago, by now Bob will be living his life. If he was found innocent, he'll be living his life. The young woman involved will be living, the ex-wife will live her life. The young lady, people will know she lied. And then justice will be there for all the men that are out there that have been lied upon. But if he's guilty, It also opened doors for everyone that is raped, all the young women that are raped and could not speak, to be able to come forward and know there's a system for them. There's hope in our system. Then a support system. But right now, we don't know what is what. It has been dragged so long. Now the system has dragged its people, its citizens in to the case. All eyes are on the case right now. And it's not a nice feeling. Like I said, I was under the weather. But every day that I lay down drinking that tea, honey, and lime thing mixture that they made for me, not one day, 1 hour would pass without me thinking about Bob, without me thinking about baby Muhammad, without me thinking about what is going on. If things would have been different, if things would have been done earlier, if things were done on time, that child would have been alive. So yes, our system is responsible for the death of that child because it was justice delayed, and it is still delayed. Now, we still have to wait till October after vacation for us to come back to hear the fate of Bob. The DNA test they're talking about would have been done all this time because baby Muhammad was alive. The mother of the baby is alive. Everybody's there. Why now? Are we okay as a society? Because this is not normal. It is a discouraging factor. It is a discouraging factor being in a country where when something happens, you don't even know if you're going to get a fair trial. You don't even know if you're going to get justice. You don't know how long a process takes. Cases can take between 1 to 5 years. Simple cases. But in this case, it's not as simple as that because somebody's life is being languished in jail. Bob Keita lost 2 years of his life, which could have been productive. Two years where he doesn't know his fate. 2 years where he lost his brothers. He lost a son, if it's his son. Two years. And I'm sure for him, it feels like more than 2 years. Trust me, when you're locked in a box that long, it feels more than 2 years. And it takes for the general public to get up and make noise for things to start moving. It cannot always be like that. These are the things we were talking about. These were the things that we were advocating for. A country without laws is lawless. People do what they want. The justice system that we all have hope in, we all look up to and say, hey, if something happens to me, we go to court, we get, people are losing faith. People are losing faith. So where do you have to turn to? Do we have? What do we have? Lan lañ am fu mu nekk nii nga xam ne mun nañ koo gëstu. Lan lañ am boo xam ne wóor na nekk na ci digga jaar na si yoon nga xam ne nit ki mun na cee xam nga look up to. I blame the system. Now we all have to sit and wait till October. Well, my brothers and sisters, the only thing I am pour wax Gambian bi askan bi mooy il faut que ñu muñ, il faut que ñu bës xol yi ñu muñ, because luñ munti def rek te nga xam ne du jaama wala ñu bëgg a create problème dañoo creatal bopp more problème. lu nekk rek mun nañ koo def ci jaama ku muñ muñ olof yi wax nañ ko de ku muñ muñ a patient dog is a fat bone. So we just have to bear. Let us all stay calm as not to jeopardize Bob's case, because apparently it's very sensitive. It's more sensitive than we think. Because a case that takes 2 years and everything that is now happening because of that case, a death of a baby, the ex-wife being locked up, it has become very sensitive. Emotions are high. So I will call for peace. Nañ leen dal and tranquility. Buñ yaaxal bopp. Nañ leen dal bu ko defee ñi cee liggéey mun a def seen liggéey bu baax. Ñu bàyyi leen xel bu baax te ñoom tamit ñu xam ne Gambians yépp te du Gambians rek àddina bi yépp fu mu nekk ni teg nañ case bi bët. International bodies yi fi nekk ñépp teg nañ case bi bët. ñépp a ngi bàyyi xel te bu fekkee ne egga na ba ñépp di bàyyi xel den ñun citizens yi ñun askan bi dañ war a dal. dañ war a dal. miti na nag miti na, but there's always light at the end of the tunnel. nañ leen dal ñiy liggéey def seen liggéey. parce que bëgguñoo use any situation ne public baa tax wala chaos a tax wala li nit ñi doon defa tax bëgguñ excuse yooyu yépp. moo tax il faut rek ñun ñépp xaw a dal ñu jël time bi ñu ñaanal Bob, ñu ñaanal baby Mohamed, ñu ñaanal seen famille, ñu ñaanal ñépp ñoo xam ne ñoo bokk ci lii. Yàlla may leen muñ. We pray for them. My volume is at the top. Loolu lañ am pour def right now. Causing chaos creates tensions to be high. Lawyers duñ xam lu ñoo def, dañoo nervous because tensions are high. And Gambians, ñun dañ dee walk on emotions. We walk on emotions. We are very emotional people. So loolu lay ñaan suma mbokki Gambian yi ci biir Gambia ak abroad. Let us maintain the peace. bu ko defee ñi liggéey mun a def seen liggéey ñun ñu toog ñu bàyyi leen xel bu baax parce que du ñun rekal nekk leen bàyyi xel. We are not the only ones following this case. This case is being followed internationally. African countries, other African countries are following the case. International countries, Europe, everywhere this case is being followed. So it has gone viral. It is all over the net. So I advocate for peace. Because we don't want anything to jeopardize Bob's case. We don't want any more excuses. And if we don't uphold the peace, there's going to be more excuses. Just think about it for a moment. Now let me come to the system. As I said before, the system has failed Baby Mohammed. The system has failed the two children of the ex-wife and Bob Keita. The system has failed even the girl that says that she's allegedly raped by Bob, because everybody's waiting, but then everybody's involved now in their lives. They're like right there in front of everybody. That is wrong. That is wrong. Because Baby Mohammed didn't have to die. The reason why the young lady, the ex-wife, was all over the net, dancing, partying. Listen, I have absolutely nothing against her. She was doing her thing because she's young. She's young, she's naive. We were all young once. We were all her age and less, but we were never seen doing the things she's doing. We all had business at a very young age, doing big things in this country, the Gambia. By then, paid and gallery that's been a year. The new year. And we were educated and well-brought. We didn't have to be all over the place. Actually, if we have something like this, you know how many families have cases and things that are happening in their families? Why you down? But for her to be all over the internet and talking about karma, talking about she doesn't care, I don't blame her. It's the attention that she was given. And the people that were applauding her, clapping for her. That's why she had the audacity of doing what she was doing. There are women that have done much more than her in this country. Much more than her at her age. There are young women doing, even now, as I speak to you, doing much more than her. You don't see them all over the net. Because of the home training. Because of the home training. She's naive. She doesn't know any better. That's what she knows. That's her. She glorifies on somebody's, on Bob's failure, for her it's his failure, so she glorifies on it, she tramples on it, she's happy, she's doing that, but that's her. And when we are young and we are naive and we think the world, we have wrapped the world around our little finger, it catches up freedoms te loolu rek loolu moo ko dal ba mu foogee ne mu ngi si height of her heights. She's untouchable. Kenn mënu ko laal, kenn mënu ko dara. Kama sax mënu ko dara. Muy trample on Bob's parade, trample on people advising her trample. Mu foog ne mu ngi si jamono, mu ngi si, the forces took care of it. Looy oote boo ko oote bu yàgg rek ba fekk dab si. Parce que jànq boobu say na I don't even want to mention her name. It's young. I think she needs help. When I was watching some of the things that she was doing, I said, this girl needs help. Even to promote her products, I felt she needed help. She needs counseling. And sometimes we sit here and we think it is okay, but some people are working with mental disorder. And we think it's normal. And these people, they need help. Unfortunately, in the Gambia, we don't have institutions or counselors, people to help counsel you or talk to you. We don't have that. Because when the reality hits that girl, when the reality hits her, hers will be worse than Bob. I don't think she'll be able to survive it. Because she has put herself out there in the open, so vulnerable. How do you get out of that? That is why I said she needs help. She needs help. Bob needs help. If Bob is innocent, he needs help, he needs support. So he doesn't have a mental flashback to be able to move on. If he's guilty, he still needs help. Because he's a young man and did something that he's not supposed to do, so he needs help to overcome that, and he needs prayers. Unfortunately, in the Gambia, we don't have institutions like that, where we can counsel these people. And Zainabu needs help. She's not even thinking of her sister. Because last time I checked, when she was married to Bob, her sister was with her. So where is her sense of responsibility if that had happened? The sister is a minor. Where is her sense of responsibility that she can get out of a car and leave a child in the car and say, that audio I listened to, and that audio does not sound like somebody who is sound. We all have children. If I have my children in the back of the car, and I am out of my car, the first thing I do, actually prior to even getting out of the car, it's not like you have a glass, a partition between the driver's seat and the passenger seat. I turn around and I tell my kids, hey, we're about to get out. Wait, let me get your seatbelt. Then I'll come out, open the door, get their seatbelt, get them out. But in the Gambia, of course, they don't sit in seatbelt. So 9 times out of 10, children jump out of the car. And before you jump out of the car, you always look back. Even to buy a handbag, wala sa bagage sax si gannaaw moto bi sax dañ day gestu. Dañ day gestu pour seet lan nga fàtte si gannaaw moto bi. unless nga nekk this so-called girl boo you're so into yourself, some screws are not so tight in your head that nga just stop génn si moto bi rek bàyyi ñëpp génn niñ la neexee, you don't look back, you don't check. Maybe that's how she is, and that is irresponsible. But any responsible person traveling with other members of the family and kids, man, jël ngeen xale yi, jël ngeen bags yi, ana bagages yi, génne ngeen everything si moto bi, and you will turn around and look behind your back and see, make sure everything is out before you even lock the car. And even when you're locking the car, unless your glasses are, all your glass in the car are so tinted that you can't see inside. You would double check. I do. Most people do, especially if you're a parent. Most people do, especially when you're a parent. You always double check. Sometimes not even for a child being left in the car. Sometimes you double check because there's toys or stuff or things that you buy or the kids. You just check. But when I listen to her and she talks about Bilai, no emotion. No emotion. Like she didn't care. That for me was cold. That was cold. Even when you realize that you forgot the child in the car, when you speak about it, when you talk about it, I would cry. I would cry. I wouldn't be able to explain that to anybody, even me as just regularly not knowing the child, thinking about it and visualizing, putting myself in the spot. It hurts. It makes me teary-eyed to think that little boy had probably cried himself out to where he vomit, himself, and all that in the car. And for somebody to describe it as if the boy was nothing as a life. You know how many women out there want children? Looking for kids, just because that boy was not yours, you didn't care. When you see two little girls or your two kids come out, you should have asked, where's the other guy? I didn't care. That is why I said, even if this woman is locked up, she needs help because something is not clicking right. Mental illness is not visible, not all the time. A lot of people are walking around and they're mentally deranged. And we just have to look at their actions to know that something is not right. Because I went through a divorce with my husband, ex-husband in America, and it was a tough time. It was a divorce that lasted 2 years, almost 2 years. But I was never in the mood to party or celebrate, or all I was focusing on was the kids that we had. I was focusing on my children, making sure they have something to eat, making sure they went to school. I was so focused, I was working so hard. I didn't have time for nothing. Gallivanting. I don't know why my video keep going on and off today. I honestly do not know what's going on, but I just want to wrap this up today. We were basically talking about the system, how it fails baby Mohammed, and I was just on the topic of how the children need to be supported and helped. We think that they need to, the system have to take care of these kids, make sure they're okay. We need to try as much as possible as a society not to bring these children into the media. I think it is wrong. These children should not be exposed, so that whoever is taking care of them can do so. Because right now, all eyes are on the whole family. And these children don't deserve that, nor do they need that right now. I'm talking about the children, Bob's children with Zainabu, with the ex-wife. Those children, those kids, by all means, should be kept away from the media. Those children should be protected. They're going through a lot already, having their mom and dad in jail. And if the family members can help to fake ne ma wax ko ci olof ne doom bi Bob jur ak ex jabaram ñaari xale yooyu noonu dañ war a try as a society ñu try by all means bu leen indi ci media bi nañ leen try seen nataal yi seen information bi buñ ko indi ci media bi. There's one thing dealing with Bob and his case ak ex-wife am waaye nañ leen try xale yooyu noonu buñ leen indi ci media bi ñu protect leen, because the pressure of the media, the pressure of people recognizing them wherever they go, and all eyes are on them, will not allow those children to grow the way they're supposed to. They're going through a lot. They're going through a lot. Mommy and daddy are not around. They're going through a lot. The whole family and families probably surrounding, you know how Gambia is, everybody wanting to show support, but showing support sometimes can affect us. Those children need to be protected. They need to be protected. If we have a child services here, I think they should reach out to whoever is taking care of those kids, looking into the children, making sure they're okay, making sure their well-being is taken care of, making sure that they're protected from the social media. And if everyone or anyone out there have pictures of these kids, please, media. That's a way of helping as well. Their names, their data should be taken out of social media. These are children. Let us allow them to grow. They're already going through a lot. They don't need to be exposed for the mistakes of their parents. They are victims right now of this whole case. So I'm appealing to everyone, if you have pictures that you have posted before, bring them down. Let us allow whoever is taking care of them to be able to take care of them. If we have any child service department in the Gambia, let them reach out to the families, let them reach out to whoever is taking care of them, let them make sure that these kids are okay. And visit them, make sure they're being taken care of. Let them not get them involved in what is happening right now. Let us give them that space and that respect. They didn't ask to be brought into this drama. They didn't ask to be brought into this world and to go through this drama. So let us try to do that for them. Now, my other question is, even though we are saying that Zainabu left the kids in the car and she was negligent and it's manslaughter now, who is going to hold our system accountable? Because if judgment was served 2 years ago, we will not be where we are today. We will definitely not be where we were today, and baby Muhammad would have been alive. Baby Muhammad would have been alive. I'm sorry, my lights are flickering here. Baby Muhammad will be alive today if everything was done the way it was supposed to have been done 2 years ago. Samples were taken, DNA test was done, case was done. We will know whether Bob was innocent or was guilty 2 years ago. Would baby Muhammad still be alive? And if that is the case, who is responsible? Who is responsible? When justice is delayed, a lot of things can happen. And that is exactly what happened in this case. But once again, my brothers and sisters, this is the third video I made. I'm sorry for all the videos cutting up. But I might have been having issues today recording. Maybe the internet is not so stable, because when it rains in Gambia, you know how it is. Things just happen. You know, light goes off, internet is unstable and all that. But let us think for a moment. A country without laws, this is what happens. We have a big lapse in our system. The whole system needs changing, needs revamping. The whole system needs, we need as a people to even change our mentality, our way of thinking. Our system needs to change. Because if we all have faith in the judiciary, if we all have faith in the system, it wouldn't take 2 years to start acting on this case. If the people didn't get up and have a voice, nothing would have happened. Bob would have still been sitting there, not knowing what is going on with his life. And for that, we thank everyone for getting up and doing that. But at the same time that everyone got up to do that, for action to be taken, let us now uphold peace. Because we have made so much noise, everybody's listening. And all eyes are on our system, our judiciary system. Let's see what happens. Let's pray that justice will be served. Let's not jeopardize the case. We've come this far. Let's not jeopardize it. Let's try to maintain the peace so that they can know what to do. Tensions are high, and when tensions are high, emotions are high. So let us allow them so that we can know the faith of God. And for Zainabu Mbai, I hope you find peace. I hope you find peace. And I'm asking if we do have a system in the Gambia where we can help that young lady. I think she needs psychological help. I think she needs help because her actions, everything that I'm seeing, are not normal. Yes, there's a lot of naivety in it. She's naive. She doesn't really know much about life. She thinks she knows, but I think she needs help and she needs guidance. And for the 2 kids that I'm talking about, please let us take their photos, the information out of social media and allow them to grow, allow whoever is taking care of them to be able to take care of them without us dragging them into the social media. And we pray for the baby Muhammad. I hope justice is served. I hope whoever contributed to his death be punished because he didn't have to be part of this. He didn't have to die. The system failed him. His mother failed him. His auntie failed him. But most of all, the system failed the baby. I'm also appealing for help for the lady in question, that alleged rape victim. She needs help. We hope that if there's an organization here dealing in such issues, to reach out to her. Not to judge her, because we don't know if she's guilty or innocent, but to reach out to her, to help her, because emotionally she must be going through a lot. All of them are going through a lot. Bob is going through a lot. Bob needs help and support. Our prisons don't have that. Our prisons don't have any of that. It's an institution, I think they just throw you in there and that's it. But we hope and pray that he's strong in mind and body and spirit. And whatever the outcome, we can then take it from there. Probably he can get help. If he's innocent, he can get help and support. If he's guilty, he can also get help and support on how to, deal with such issues and in his life. I want to thank you all for watching. I hope I make a lot of sense today. I came here purposely for Bob and purposely to say that our system needs an overhaul. Our system needs to change. We need to change the system. The system we have right now is not working for its citizens. And also to appeal to everyone to make sure these two children that are from the ex-wife and Bob, that let them keep them out of social media. I've been saying for a very long time that most Gambians don't know how to utilize the social media. Social media came a very long time ago in the US and it had damaged a lot of lives. It had damaged a lot of lives, a lot of marriages, jobs. Trust me, a lot of people paid the price before they could get used to social media. And unfortunately, it's like Gambia is just discovering social media and we're like, whoa, everything about us, our life, our secrets, everything is on social media. We have no secrets anymore. Before, we would tell a friend our secret. Now, social media has our secret. Everything is on social media. There's no limitation, nothing. And I'm so scared because the generation that is doing that, this generation right now, that is, I felt maybe because, I don't know, maybe because we were 22 years, in dictatorship, and all of a sudden all these doors open, boom, and people don't know how to act, and everybody's just all over the place. It's like we left the birds out of the cage. Everybody just doing anyhow. It's like there's no home training, there's nothing. I look at some girls and I'm shocked. Even my own children, the last one, Gabriel, oh, you cannot do that. Oh, you cannot, I am like this with my kids. But how many parents are like that? Because this generation now, they don't understand that. They think that fame, everybody wants to be on TikTok, everybody wants to be famous, everybody wants to be on Instagram, everybody wants to make those 1 million to get paid, everybody wants to, to be seen, to be heard. But the worst is when we use it to insult each other. The worst is when we use it to put each other down. The worst is when we go out there and show who we truly are as a nation. And it's a shame. It's a shame. Use the social media wisely. When you want to give a voice, give a voice. Come out here, talk, give a voice without insulting anyone. Come out here and talk. Because people sometimes do listen, but you don't have to, be vigilant. You don't have to insult. You don't have to, you don't have to. So I want to thank you all so much. I'm praying for Bob and his family. I'm praying that Yàlla dina ko àtte. Te di leen ñaan yéen ñëpp ngeen mun dal pour peace jaama si dëkk bi parce que buñ dalutee rek mën nañoo yaaxal boobu il faut ñu dal ñu bàyyi ñi nga xam ne ñooy def seen process ñu def seen process parce que fu mu nekk nii yuuxu nañ wax nañ ba ñëpp jóg àddina bi yëpp a ngi teg but si keesi boobu àddina bi yëpp a ngi def seen but si keesi boobu so macha allah li ngeen bëgg a am na waaye léegi nañ leen toog ñu dal ñu bàyyi ñi liggéey mun a liggéey ñu seet outcome bi ñu continuer nag di ñaanal boobu ndax yàlla may ko ndam ndax moo génn ci lii ak jàmm na bum taxa suuf li ñaan ñi nga xam ne ñoo nekk ci kees bi ñu gëm yàlla te xam ne bu fekkee ne dañoo def loo xam ne waruñ koo def même bu fekkee ne ñun gisuñ ko am nañu koo gis am na ko koo gis am na koo xam ne moo ñu fi teg ñun ñëpp tey mooy suñu borom bi mu ngi gis yëpp te xam ne yëpp te bés buy àttee ji dina ñëw di ñaanal bébé Mohamed ne malaayka la di ko ñaanal may his soul rest in peace di ñaanal famille Bob ñoom ñëpp ñu muñ te dal di ñaanal waa Gambia di ñaanal ñëpp ñi nga xam ne taxaw nañ si lii te joxe nañ seen baat yal na leen yàlla fay seen xol di ñaanal Gambia yal nañu yàlla dimbali yal nañu yàlla génnee ci tolof tolof bi nekk yal nañu yàlla génnee ci système bi nekk nii nga xam ne Gambia dina mën a dem kanam di leen wax jërëjëf te ngeen seetaanee suma vidéo bi te ngeen jéggal ma dafa dog ñaar ñetti yoon I thank you so very much. Maybe next time I'll do a better job. Thank you all for watching and have a good evening.